It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm Jay Brown. I want to open up with something that every CEO eventually has to face. Revenue does not respond to intention. Revenue responds to structure. You can have passion, you can have purpose, you can have something valuable, but if your sales activity is not organized, directed, and repeatable, revenue will stay inconsistent. And inconsistency is expensive. So if you're listening right now, I want you to be fully present, not just have listening, not multitasking, not treating this like background noise. This is not a motivational time. This is leadership time, because CEOs do not hope for sales. CEOs really engineer sales. And the goal of this huddle is not random wins. The goal is to build a sales department system that produces results, whether you feel confident or not. You do not have to do everything perfectly. You just have to do the right things, well, consistently. So today, we're going to do what CEOs do. We're going to study a business case study. We're going to review the CEO Sales Dashboard. And we're going to celebrate wins. We're going to overcome hurdles. And we're going to leave with one message that keeps your revenue connected to your sales system. So take a deep breath, lock in, and let's step into today's case study, because I love doing this. It's one of the favorite things that I love to do every single morning. Why is that? Because success leaves clues. So if someone else has done it, so can we. So for many bridesmaids, the experience of preparing for a wedding comes with a hefty price tag, particularly when it comes to dresses worn once and then, well, forgotten. And Grace Lee, founder of Birdy Grey, found herself in this predicament too many times. So after serving as a bridesmaid 6 times over a decade, she realized that the bridal industry was due for a shakeup. Bridesmaid dresses were often costly, one-time outfits, and the buying experience was outdated and inconvenient. Grace envisioned a new way to provide stylish yet affordable options for bridal parties around the world. Break it into the bridal industry? Well, that's no simple task, especially for a newcomer like Grace, who had no manufacturing experience. Starting in downtown Los Angeles, Grace hit the streets to seek suppliers willing to embrace her vision. Alongside with challenges, Grace faced a hurdle of pitching her innovative concept to predominantly, well, male investors. However, a fascinating fact supported her efforts. Each bride could turn into a powerhouse of referrals, with bridesmaids often spreading the word about affordable, stylish options. This network really fueled repeat business for her and validated her business model. So Grace Lee's innovation solution was to offer bridesmaid dresses under $100, making them accessible without compromising quality or style. And by purchasing wholesale from LA's fashion district, she bypassed the traditional made-to-order process, thus maintaining a cash flow positive business right from the start. This strategy not only lowered costs, but it also eliminated the rigid return policies, enhancing the customer experience. For business leaders, the lesson is crucial. Align your sales strategy with a clear customer needs. By crafting a sales system, by prioritizing affordability and accessibility, Birdy not only disrupted the market, but also set a new standard in the bridal fashion industry. My big takeaway, Birdy Grey's success underscores the power of a sales system. Combined with a strategic vision, Grace Lee relied on data-driven insights and a deep understanding of her market to grow her business. This approach demonstrates how essential it is for CEOs to lead with a clear sales strategy that resonates with their audience while embracing innovation. Gray's journey is a testament to the impact of entrepreneurial spirit and really the pursuit of a transformative business model. And here's the good news. If Gracie can do it, so can you. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you today. Now we're going to lock into our core mantra, because the CEOs who win are not the CEOs who know the most. No, they're not. The CEOs who win are the CEOs who focus the longest. So repeat these words with me. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. What did I just simply say? Focus on sales. Here's the truth. If you cannot focus on sales, you cannot be in business, because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And sales is really, at the end of the day, what really keeps the payroll alive. Sales is what funds impact. Sales is what gives your mission momentum. Sales is serious business. And as the CEO, we are responsible for three things. We're responsible for the sales strategy, we're responsible for the sales structure, and we're responsible, well, at the end of the day, for the sales system. And so what's my big takeaway here? Selling is serious business. Now, here's our pledge, because every single morning we have a pledge. And our pledge this morning is we're going to learn, earn, and return. And I always like to say, if you cannot, we're going to learn, earn, return. All I want to say this with me. Repeat after me these words. Repeat these words right after me. I must learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? Learn, earn, and what's the last one? I must learn, earn, and return. Yes, you got it. Great job, by the way. And so as we move on to the objectives today, we really have three objectives. And here are our objectives today. The objectives of the CEO Sales Huddle. Our number one objective is we measure sales progress. Number two, we address roadblocks. Number three, we build mastery in the sales pillars. And number four, there are 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand to generate consistent revenue. Let's go through the sales pillars. Number 1, you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Number 2, you must have a sales cycle. You must understand that. Number 3, a sales message. Number 4, a CEO sales dashboard. And number 5, well, a sales team to sales. And if you're tuning in live right now, and I'm so excited that you're here, I want you to connect with me. Drop a hashtag below. Just say, Shay Brown, I'm here. You're in the conversation, because you can see me, but I can't see you. And I want you in the room with me. And if you're listening on a syndicated platform, you can still connect with me. Just go over right now to @IamCheBrown. Just go over to I am Che Brown, and let's connect. Let's stay in this conversation. Let's you and I not only build a relationship, but let's start right now, because people often ask me, Shay, what is the CEO Sales Huddle? And here's the simplest answer. It is where CEOs go to gather to learn how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort. It's where CEOs build sales growth. It's where CEOs build sales accountability. It's where CEOs build sales consistency. And if we do it, the real things we get built, we'll do it one brick at a time, one adjustment at a time. And how do we do it? 15 minutes a day. So you think about it, there are 1,440 minutes in every day, never 1,441. And we are simply choosing to invest 1% of our day into the part of the business that determines the future of the business. And our outcome is simple. We build towards $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. There's extra $100,000 going into your bank account. And once you have that, everything changes. The pressure changes. The options change. The confidence changes. This is why we focus on the system, and the system leads us to the CEO Sales Dashboard. Something we created because it did not exist. Now, as we step into the CEO Sales Dashboard, it solves a big problem, which is what's going on. And the CEO Sales Dashboard gives the CEO 5 indicators. Here they are, just so you're clear, you're in this conversation. There are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And if you're thinking as you're listening, Shay, I have too much going on, you're right. That is why the CEO Sales Dashboard is powerful, because you do not need to track everything. You just need to track what drives everything. When you measure these 5 indicators, you can tell exactly what is happening in the business. And these 5 indicators, you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard. It's not emotional. They're not based on how you feel. They're not based on facts. They're just based on facts, I should say. So you take a look at yesterday. Now, let's pull up the CEO Sales Dashboard. Let's make sure they can all see this right now. There we go. They can see it. I got to log in. I see that. And you take a look at yesterday. How many leads came into the database yesterday? How many appointments were set in the database yesterday? How many offers in the sales department were made yesterday? How many deals were closed yesterday in the sales department? Now, if you go to the sales department and you look at all the tools you get, how much repeat business happened yesterday? And I want you to focus on one category right now. I just want to nail down one category in the time we have, and that's appointments. Because appointments are the bridge between interest and income. Leads do not create revenue. Appointments create momentum. Appointments can look like a phone appointment, a face-to-face appointment, a video appointment, appointments to collaborate, appointments to assess needs, appointments to make decisions. An appointment is a scheduled conversation that moves us a little bit closer to where we want to get to. So let's ask you this question. How many appointments were set in your sales department yesterday? And if the number is 0, it doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means you did not move people into a conversation yesterday. Here's what I want you to know. It's one of our core mantras. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed, isn't it surprising? Gets better. So today, I'm going to ask you to make a commitment to increase the number of appointments that are set, because appointments create offers, and offers create deals, and deals create revenue. I know you're not gonna be blown away by that, but I want you to hear me. I want you to hear where my heart is. Now let's move into celebrating some wins. And here's what I know about high performing CEOs. They do not wait for the big win to celebrate. They celebrate the progress, because progress creates momentum. So I want you to ask yourself, what are you most proud of right now in the sales department yesterday? What moved forward yesterday in the sales department? What did you complete yesterday in the sales department? What was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? What follow-up did you send yesterday in the sales department? What offer did you make? What deal did you close? Even if the win was small, I want you to know it matters. Because small wins stack, and stack wins become a sales culture. So take a moment and acknowledge the win, because you're building something real. You're building something big. You're taking the right actions, and it's moving you in the right directions. But we know that everything is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. So let's turn to overcoming some hurdles that are out there. Because every sales department has wins, and every sales department has resistance. So here are 3 questions that you can ask yourself every single day. And I want you to answer this. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? No, seriously, think about that. What's the biggest thing preventing you from moving forward in the sales department? No, think about that. What is the one action you can take that is fully in your control? One action, one decision, one commitment. Because, well, powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. How true is that? My word of the day. Here is the word of the day. The word of the day is transition. Most salespeople do not break down because people are not interested. Sales break down because there is no clear transition from interest to action. That is the lesson from today's case study. See, Birdy Grey did not win by shouting louder. They won simply by having a path from desire to decision, from frustration to clarity, from expensive to accessibility, from as a salesperson, I'll think about it, to here's what I'm doing next. And that is your assignment as a CEO. Stop assuming that the people already know what to do next. Your job is to transition people from scrolling to scheduling an appointment. Transition people from curiosity to conversation. You can transition people from conversation to a commitment. Educate through your content. Educate through your conversations. Educate through your follow-up. Because when the next step is clear, decisions happen so much faster. So stay focused on transitions. Leads into appointments, appointments into offers, and offers into decisions. Because sales is not magic, sales is leadership. So stay focused on sales. You do that, and well, you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And remember this, you don't need more hustle. You need a sales department system that sells. God bless. Keep doing God's work, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye for now.